Namaste to everyone. Namaste Gopal Bhaiya. Good morning. Welcome to the 13th batch of morning session. Today, day 7, and we are reflecting on day 6 assignment. जी भैया, can we start?
Namaste, Bhaiya. So, Namaste, everyone. Welcome to this morning session. So, we are discussing happiness. So, we are trying to explore sources of happiness. We are trying to discuss happiness is our innate nature or it is an external influence. So, we are investigating what happiness is for us. So, if it is innate nature, I will make effort on myself. I will make effort for my right understanding, right feelings. If it is an external influence, I will make effort outside to ensure favorable sensation, to ensure feelings from others. So ultimately, we all want to be happy in continuity, but this happiness, continuity of happiness cannot be ensured through outside effort. So people are trying to be happy from outside sources, but continuity is not possible. So that we need to explore whether it is possible for me or not. So with that context, we are exploring ourselves with the help of assignments. So as I said, assignments are very simple, but they are helpful to explore what happiness is. So we need to verify each proposal rather than assuming it true or false. So we need to investigate the assignments. So let me read the assignment, then we will start sharing on this assignment. So observe what happiness means to you. Is it a state of harmony or something else? What makes you happy? In addition, observe how often you are trying to get happiness from outside, from favorable sensation through the body, or from favorable feeling from another individual. Check if this is in line with your natural acceptance or if this is a conditioned acceptance, something that you have become habituated to or believe to be right or true for you. At the end of the day, note down your observation and what you could conclude from this. So let's take few reflections, few sharing. So if anyone has noticed one's activity, one selection, so we can say, ji. So we have Sangeeta ji with us. Namaste, Didi.
जी भैया नमस्ते. Yeah, I was asking yesterday that whenever they're talking about happiness and like my children are complaining if I don't show them that I'm happy at something and they have achieved that they're doing something. So I think that the external influence, the happiness that comes from external influence is sorry. Now that I'm observing my feelings very often, I don't get any happiness from external influences. So is it weird? Because my children are thinking that it's weird. They say that I'm not happy at their achievements. That's what I was asking yesterday. So you said that it is a transition period, and this happens usually because whenever I'm trying to have happy, I immediately observe my feelings. Is it going to be temporary or is it permanent? So then my behavior obviously gets affected by that. So that's why they think that I'm not happy at certain situations. So is it normal or abnormal? That's what was my question yesterday.
Ji, Didi. So I was saying yesterday also So it is a transition period for us. So earlier we are too much involved in outside activities, physical facilities, but gradually we are evaluating and we are able to sense that outside things cannot ensure happiness in continuity. So we are shifting from outside to inside. So when we are shifting, so the things where I was involved, my involvement is reducing day by day. And people outside think happiness means involvement outside. So what is happening, that we are evaluating that happiness is not not an external influence, but parallelly we need to understand our innate nature also. So they are feeling odd for two reasons. Number one, your involvement from outside is decreasing. This is one reason. Second is your involvement with feeling or with relation. It is not coming out as per their expectation. Means when you are talking, so you are not involved wholeheartedly with them, because your focus is that external things cannot give us happiness. But parallelly we need to understand what is my innate nature, what can continue my happiness. So feeling of relationship, this can continue my happiness. So focus on relationship. When you are talking, focus on feeling. When you are talking, try to conversate with relationship. So this feeling we need to prioritize. So we are going away from external things, but we are not focusing on feelings. So that is creating gap. So involve with them, with their conversation. When they are conversating, you just try to see their feelings, try to see your feelings, communicate your feelings, understand their feelings. So when feelings will be at priority, then they will not feel gap, and you will also feel comfortable. Otherwise, you will also feel a gap. If feeling part is not getting stronger, then you will also feel gap. So keep feelings at the center.
But the feelings is there already. But situations that used to give me used to make me elated is no more is making me elated. So that's what is the concern. Should I not be happy in such situations that because um, that these kind of situations nowadays I become very reserved nowadays because I'm observing my thoughts. Should I show my happiness or should I not show my happiness? That's what I'm thinking, and maybe they are observing this, so that's why their reaction is something like this, and they say that your behavior has become weird. So maybe it is changing. So feelings is already there. I don't say that it's not there, but I'm not showing it. So maybe that is the only problem.
Yes. So you express it. Suppose you are going into party with them, for example. Now you are clear that this food outside show off cannot continue your happiness. Right?
Yesterday we were talking about food again. Yeah. Okay.
Ji.
Yeah, please continue. Sorry.
So you are clear that this cannot continue your happiness.
Yeah.
So this is one part. But second part is, now I will be involved with them at the level of feeling. So if they are eating, I will not talk like this, this food cannot continue happiness, etc. I am clear about it. But in this transition period, I will help them as they want.
Yeah.
So
Yesterday
involvement
again
is getting reduced.
okay.
जी दीदी, but
We're talking about food again. So food has never. I have always been very controlled about my food habits, and while eating, I used to. My food habit is always. I'm a vegetarian. I don't take anything outside. But whenever they take anything from outside, I keep, asking them not to. That also is a problem with them. And they say that for everything you are how to address such things or like how to make them understand that these are not healthy things and these are not because we are eating for nourishment of our body and whatever we are eating is not going to give any nourishment and you have to eat something healthy. So that's what again has become a great concept. But why am I behaving like this? For everything, I'm telling them not to take all this. Like, because children mostly nowadays are preferring outside food and more than homemade food. They prefer like pizza, burger, and these kind of things. So I keep telling them that these are not kind of food which are going to help, nourish your body. So again, they think that this is again, I'm becoming very much, you know, weird. So, mm,
so gradually they will accept you
I,
because it is a shift. So they are
I,
not able to digest it. But once you are stable, they
Mhm.
will accept you. So I can give you my example when I was doing my BTech. So my friends generally used to take this liquor or a cigarette at the time, but I
Mhm.
never took it. When they order liquor, I order a cold drink or simple Nibu lemon water. So initially they
Mhm.
resisted. What you are doing? Why are you not involved with us? But gradually they accepted
Mhm.
that this person's selection is very perfect. So
Mhm.
to accept, acceptance takes time.
Mhm.
But if you are consistent in your selection, so they will accept you
Mhm.
gradually.
Mhm.
Mm.
I think
In this,
asking them not to do something will not work.
you don't ask them not to do. You
Asking,
just be
yeah.
aware of your choice. You just be aware of your choice and you observe yourself also. Maybe
Mhm.
due to some influence, I am taking this choice. Maybe another time with some other influence, I may take some fast food also. So just observe yourself whether you are consistent or not. है ना?
Sometimes they pursue. They ask me that take this, eat this. I said no, I don't like all these things, so I have to, um, like I don't listen to them. So that's what they don't like.
So
That
you listen them, but you tell your choice. Don't ask that this is not good for anyone. You ask,
mm,
you tell them I am becoming health conscious.
mm,
Nowadays, I am willingly taking those choices that make my body healthy. So don't blame them, don't negate them. You
mhm,
just keep your choices
mhm,
and don't say that you are taking fast food, it will damage your body. I am not taking, I will be healthy. So don't compare with others. You just take your choice, what is naturally acceptable to you. So let them
yeah,
eat what they are accepting. You eat what is naturally acceptable to you. So gradually they will accept. So as I was telling you, so I never asked any friend that this liquor is not healthy
bad.
for
Yeah.
the body, because everyone knows it.
Mhm.
Everyone knows it because they are taking, because they are habitual of it.
Mhm.
So I always put my priority. I always said that I cannot take, but I will take this to accompany you. So problem happens when we start negating others.
Hmm.
Then problem happens. Right, Didi? So keep trying it. So be aware of your choices.
Very excited because there is a difference between excitement and happiness. So when we, become very happy, that means it is actually excitement because external influences cannot make us happy, but they excite us. So because now I understand, so I don't show that, and they want my involvement in everything, and that's why they are complaining about it. That's what. Then I thought maybe it's should I like, so I put this question for you in order to get the answer. Okay, Leah, thank you so much. Namaste. Leah.
Namaste, Didi. So we have Kapil ji with us.
Good morning, everyone, all the co-explorers. So, reflecting on day 6, yeah, as the first thing we had to reflect is to observe whether what happiness means to us. Uh, yes, although we have been discussing a lot that it is state of harmony, but then what has been happening recently with me is it has been driven by external factors more often than not. So, and it is eh, basically the state of excitement, the temporary joy, for small duration of time, it is there, but then after that time it's again back to normal. That type of a thing it is happening. For example, I'll share an incident with you. uh, there was a discussion forum happening, and obviously we decided that whatever decision will be taken, it will be through mutual consensus. So we called all the decision makers over there who were involved in taking that particular decision. Everything was discussed, but then in consent with everyone, we decided. So we thought everyone is happy with this decision, and it is mutual decision making process. So again, happy means they knew that what we are doing is right, not only for us, for the department or the organization as a whole. But then obviously sometimes we need to review our decision as well. Later on we realized that yes, the situations are not the same, the scenario is not the same, so the decision should be reviewed or needs to be reviewed. And when decision needs to be reviewed, the same set of people who were involved in initial original decision making, obviously all those must be again involved in the process of review also. So the purpose has to be told to them. Why are we sitting again? Why are we reviewing it? And what is the need? Because the resistance comes first of all. We have already taken this decision. This has been finalized. Now, why? What is the need to review it first of all? So there are a lot of such questions to begin with. But then the purpose has to be explained, and now in that process, again the difference of opinion comes. Now, in my case, Gopal Bhaiya, what happened was when difference of opinion came from the same people who agreed mutually that this should be done, but now one of them had difference of opinion and it was very strong. And then finally, that person said, "If you want to do it, do it, but then I have my difference of opinion." So then I thought that I am not taking this decision for myself. It is not my personal decision. It is our decision for the department or organization as a whole. So why is this person saying this? So that somehow disturbed me. So again, the happiness, it is what I am it is not, we understand it is harmony, state of mind which needs a continuity, but while practicing, it is still I think very early stage, I should say, where there are incidents in within one day only. And when I say one day, official working hours are 8 to 10 hours only. So I'm just referring to that. And sometimes it happens with family also. So yesterday, one relative came in the evening when I returned back home. My wife's student, now she has got married. So she has been a wonderful student in terms of academics. But she said that I had love marriage. Now my husband and her in-laws, they are troubling her day in and day out in every possible manner. Even to that extent that she is trying to take a decision that I am no longer willing to live with this person, and hardly her age is 24. So these types of incidents, when we feel that we are related, the person comes and shares everything. The disturbance somehow it transfers from the life of that person to us. So the reason is, again, we, yes, relations are there, and but then when I introspected yesterday evening when I was sitting alone after this, so I think again the same thing. The remote control of my harmony I have given in the life of other people. So as long as it is happening, uh, they are deciding when will I be temporarily happy, when will I be excited, when will I go into the unhappy phase or sad phase. The harmony is difficult to be achieved in continuity as long as it is happening. So I have to resolve myself from within, and for that, yes, I know it is a process, it will take time, but yet the journey has to start. So natural acceptance is that only. And then we also were about to reflect on what gives us happiness, what is the source of happiness. Is it eating from outside, or when someone gets nice to you? Yes, I also realize this. Not about eating, but yes, if I am dealing with someone in a nice or humble way, polite manner, and someone is responding, as long as it is happening, everything seems to be normal. Again, happy means right frame of mind, correct frame of mind. But then a moment someone says some words, it is just a selection of words which are not up to the mark, which you are not expecting. That disturbs the complete thought process. And then, although it is not naturally acceptable, then it is happening. And then one more thing, Gopal Bhaiya, which I would like to you to help me in this is, the same words, same lines are said by two different people. In one case, I think it is absolutely normal because it is the right thing. Way, same way, same line is said by another person, and I feel disturbed. So, but relation has to be same with everyone. Natural acceptance says that one is our relative. That is what we say, the definition of love, being related to everyone. So why is it still happening? That means I'm not finding the same relation with other person, and how to correct it if it is the case. It is not about age. It is not about junior or senior. So that is where I want to improve myself. And then yes, currently it is not in line with the natural acceptance, which I agree. uh, it is conditional acceptance because it is based on conditions. uh, because based on my preconditioning, whatever I have from the now I am 46, whatever I have been taught through my moral values from my home, from society, this is right, this is wrong, these are do's, these are don'ts. So though that has been so strongly fed in my mind, and I think it is now, it will take, I think, lot of effort to redo it. But then currently, as of now, if you ask me, it is conditional acceptance only. Whatever has been fed already, I compare with that, and then I decide this is right or this is wrong, which is not the correct way. It has to be natural acceptance. But then I'm trying to move towards that direction. It will take some time. So these are my conclusions at the end, that happiness is the state of harmony. It should be, it needs continuity, right frame of mind, but then it should not be driven by external influences or external factors. Uh, Comfort may, but then uh, everyone at the, whoever is related to us is our well-wisher. I am well-wisher of everyone, but then somehow the circumstances, the situations, uh, they force us, or for the other person maybe to say something which is not desirable, from both ends it comes. And then natural acceptance should always be there, rather than the preconditioning or conditioned acceptance. So this was my observation on day 6.
जी भैया. So it is good that you are exploring these proposals. So you said very truly that we know that relationship is naturally acceptable to us, but during the incidents, we do something else other than our natural acceptance. So what does it means? It means naturally I want to be happy, but still happiness is an external influence for me due to my conditioning. So my conditioning is different than my natural acceptance. My conditionings are not aligned with my natural acceptance. So
जी भैया.
whenever we ask ourselves what is naturally acceptable, then answer is very definite. But when we are living, then our preconditionings are working. And that is not aligned with my natural acceptance. That's why there is a difference between what I am and what I naturally want to be.
जी भैया.
Ji. So that is nice, bhaiya, that you are able to see this difference. So you are not assuming it proposal this true, but you are verifying this. And this awareness is very important. So once I am aware that my conditioning is not aligned with my natural acceptance, then we will find out the way to align all the active preconditioning with natural acceptance. And so this is one part. So as an exercise, you have done very well, bhaiya, that you are noticing your state, your thought, and then you are also seeing your natural acceptance. If my natural acceptance is feeling of relationship, then why I am opposition? So this kind of investigation is very important in this process. So this is one part. Second part is there may be differences of opinion.
जी भैया.
So my opinion, my way of perceiving the reality, and your way of perceiving the reality may be different. In family also, the way people think may differ from person to person due to preconditioning. But what important is, am I clear of my innate nature? So maybe the same word is spoken by one person, I am not feeling comfortable, but same word if being spoken by others, I am feeling comfortable. What does it mean? It means I have some other feelings for person A and I have another feeling for some person B. That's why same words are working at different manner in me. So the words are same, sentences are same, but my state for one person, another person is different.
Hmm.
But my natural acceptance for both the person can be same.
जी भैया.
So when interacting with other persons, I am not referring my natural acceptance. Somehow I am referring my conditioning.
Hmm.
That's why with one person, I am conditioned with another manner. Another person, I am conditioned with another manner. So suppose same sentence, when my mother speaks, I may digest it, I may feel comfortable, but my wife speaks, I may not feel comfortable
Hmm.
because I am preconditioned for my wife in another manner. I am preconditioned with my mother in another manner.
Hmm.
So that's why there is a difference. But good thing is, if I am aware of my innate nature, then I can be aware that this is a state of, or this is her view, and this is the view of my wife. But I can ensure what feeling is naturally acceptable to me, irrespective of differences in opinion. So this potential we have, that with different people, I can ensure what feeling is naturally acceptable to me, irrespective of others' behavior, others' opinions. This potential that I can ensure feeling what is naturally acceptable to me, independent of others. This potential I have. So as we will be aware that happiness is our innate nature, then I will be referring my innate nature, not other words, not other opinions. What is happening today? I am not aware of my innate nature. So my reference becomes others' words, others' language, others' body expression. So my reference is changed. That's why I am not able to live with definiteness.
GB.
So gradually we will see, is this possible to be with my innate nature in continuity or not? If it is possible, then I will be behaving with feeling of relationship with everyone, irrespective of their opinions. So for example, we in morning session, around 200 people are talking to each other. Everyone has his own view about life. But we are interacting with feeling of relationships. That's why there is a no conflict between us.
GB.
So if relationship is at the priority, my innate nature is at the priority, then we will not feel hurt with each other. If relationship is not at priority, my innate nature is not at my priority, then these differences may create odd situations between us. So that's why we are starting this morning session, that happiness is our innate nature or external influence. So with your sharing, you are aware that still my happiness is external reference, not my innate nature. So we need to
Yes.
work on my innate nature,
GB.
and rest we will see. Bhaiya, gradually we will unfold all these things.
Sure, BR. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ji. Namaste bhaiya. Okay, so we can take one more sharing. We have Sangeeta Sherji with us.
Hello, good morning, Bhaiya.
Ji,
Good
ji.
morning, everyone. Bhaiya, the first sharing of Sangeeta ji, I also relate the same feeling. I'm getting after this. This is for the first time I'm doing this workshop, and 13th batch. The thing is, ki I also feel sometimes disassociate. Like when I observe things at the sensation level, what is the need for the body and the taste, I'm able to distinguish, and I can manage what is needed. I sometimes, not always, but yes, with awareness, I'm having the food. But at the time, at the feeling level, feeling from another individual, some are who are habitual of some repetition of words. There I feel disturbed. I am not able, like I am observing it. Yes, I'm feeling not comfortable, but at the same time I would like to be like the way, you were giving the example. I can go to the marriage party, but I will not eat food. But the eating part is okay, but the feeling part I'm unable to know, okay, how to convey, and to self also. So this is my concern, Bhaiya. So at the feeling level, how to be with the self at the innate nature, which is I'm not able to see at this moment. The intention is right because I keep that is what I want to add the details. Thank you, Bhaiya.
जी दीदी. See, what happens when we think of others, you know, generally we think all those incident that had made me hurt about a particular person. Suppose you are thinking of your mother-in-law, just for example, or your mother-in-law is with you. Then what happens generally? All incidents, that made you hurt with her, that will come into your memory immediately. And once those bitter incidents has come into your memory, now you will not be able to see your innate nature. Now your reference is changed. Now your reference is not innate nature. Now your reference is all those bitter experiences. Now with these bitter experiences, it is difficult to ensure feeling of relationship.
Yes, Bhaiya.
So what to do? You just ask yourself, these are the past experiences. What is my innate nature at this moment? To start with relationship or opposition? So you will get answer. But what happens generally, we don't ask this question, what is my innate nature at this moment? We generally get trapped into those bitter incidents. So these bitter incidents are like a cloud that are obstacle to see sunlight. And when these clouds are gone, you are able to see the sunlight. So whenever you are uncomfortable, you just ask yourself, what is my innate nature? Happiness is my innate nature or these experiences for me? So the moment your focus is shifted to your innate nature, you will feel comfortable. Right.
Bhaiya, sometimes faking also works. Can it be continued? Like
What did it sometimes?
faking, like, just thinking that it's a part of play or something, and then move on. But I feel it's running away or something that sometimes.
Mhm. Many people try like this, but you can move away from the person. But the feeling of opposition that you have, how will you remove that feeling?
Okay.
Maybe person is not with you, but feeling of opposition is with you because you have accumulated it.
Mhm.
And why I have accumulated it? Because I am not clear. Is happiness my innate nature or outside influence? So we are influenced outside from outside. Now what we can do, we need to be aware of my innate nature. So in coming days, we will do exercise 1, Didi, observing self by self,
Okay.
and we will address all these issues in depth. How to
Thank-
overcome these clouds, we will see in exercise 1.
Thank you, Bhaiya.
जी दीदी. Okay, दीदी. Namaste. So let's move towards next slide. Then I will come back to Mohanty Bhaiya. So yesterday we were discussing that if we are not aware of our innate nature, either we try to get excited temporary or we try to run away from unhappiness. So we are not working for happiness. We are working for temporary excitement. And when this excitement is gone, we feel a gap. Whenever we feel a gap, we try to run away from this gap. So for example, you are with your friends in office and they are appreciating you. Now I assume that this is happiness for me. So I feel excited whenever we return to our home, and we are sitting with family members and they are not appreciating us. They are not praising us. We feel a gap. And once we feel a gap, we try to escape from this. We try to run away from this family members. And we get again indulged into TV, mobile, YouTube video. When we get bored of these things, then we change our place. Then we go to someone else. If he is appreciating, then I again feel excitement. Otherwise, I feel a gap again. So in this manner, we are trapped into a loop. Excitement to temporary escape from unhappiness. So what is the way to come up out of this loop? Is having right understanding within us. So we need to work on right understanding. We need to work to understand harmony at all levels. Human being, family, society, nature, existence. With this right understanding, I will be able to ensure right feeling within us, like feeling of trust, respect, affection, love. So once I have a feeling of trust, once I have a feeling of respect, love, so I will not feel hurt. Even your thoughts are different than me. Now at the level of feeling, I feel comfortable. So this transformation from excitement or escape to happiness, this is to be happened within us. This continuous happiness can be ensured through right understanding, right feeling. So with right feeling, now I am not expecting trust from others. I am not expecting respect from others. I am with trust, feeling of trust. I am with feeling of respect. I am with feeling of love. So I am with feeling, I will not hurt, I will not feel hurt with you. I will compliment you. If I am expecting this feeling, then I may feel hurt because I am expecting happiness from you. So this transformation is to be happened within us. And for this, we need to make effort. And what effort we need to make? So step one is just be aware what I am doing. What is happiness for me? Is it my innate nature or is it external influence? How long I may be in the state of happiness with external influences? What happens when people changes around me? So with some people, I am feeling happy. With another people, I am not feeling happy. It means happiness is still an external influence for me. So just be aware that yes, happiness is an external influence for me. Just notice it, just be aware. If I am aware, I will shift towards innate nature. So at the level of natural acceptance, we all are very clear that I want to be in relationship and it is naturally acceptable to me. I want to live with feeling of trust. It is naturally acceptable to me. But now it is time to observe our selection, our activities. What is happening when I am interacting with people? What is happening when I am interacting with gadgets? Is it making me happy? So with this, we will be aware at least that happiness is still an external influence for me. Why it is external influence? Because I have assumed somehow that happiness can be ensured from outside. So what we need to do, we need to ask that moment, that happiness is external influence for me. I have seen it. But can I be happy with my innate nature? Can I refer my innate nature? So these things we need to note down. So with right understanding, right feeling, I can be happy irrespective of our environment. Irrespective of our environment doesn't mean that I am ignoring the outside environment. I will not be involved into outside environment. It means I am aware that this cannot be source of my happiness. Now I will rightly utilize the external environment. I will be complement in external environment rather than pulling ourselves back from external environment. Otherwise, we may feel isolated. So my happiness is not external influence. It doesn't mean that all outside environment is waste. So if I am happy with my innate nature, referring my natural acceptance, then I will be complement in outside environment. I will be helping others to be happy. So this we need to be take care of. Otherwise, people think that happiness is not outside. So let's not involve outside. We need to be aware that happiness is our innate nature. Now I can involve outside purposefully. I can communicate to others with purposefulness. Right. So this transformation is to be happened in us. So animal consciousness to human consciousness. So we discuss these sources of happiness: right understanding, right feeling, and sensation. So feeling from others, sensation through body, all these are source of temporary excitement. These are influence. Sometimes we get positive influence, sometimes we get negatively influenced. But these are influenced. So sometimes we feel happy, sometimes we feel unhappy, sometimes we feel comfortable, sometimes we feel uncomfortable, because these are temporary excitement, influence. Now we need to move towards right understanding, right feeling. That is our innate nature. And that can be source of continuous happiness. So with right understanding, I can explore my innate nature. And all the feelings that are naturally acceptable to me is innate in us. Once I am able to see it, I can continue my happiness, irrespective of our environment. So I will be independent of environment, but I am coexisting with the environment. So I cannot ignore environment. So with happiness, I will be responsible towards environment. So my involvement will be outside to complement people, to complement others. So as I am happy, my expansion will happen outside, not isolation will happen. Expansion will happen. Suppose I am happy today, irrespective of my environment. I am feeling comfortable all the day. Now, naturally, my motivation will be let help my parents also, let help my child also to be happy all the time. So my expansion will start. So with happiness, I will expand. So first I will compliment my family, then my neighbors, then society. So my expansion will start when I am happy, when I am aware of my innate nature. So I will expand outside. So maybe in transition period, I am getting away from environment, but once I am aware of my environment, my innate nature, I will expand outside. And my expansion will be useful for many people. So that effort we need to make. So let me sum up today's discussion. So simply we need to be aware what I am doing. I may be clear at the level of natural acceptance. That feeling of relationship is naturally acceptable to me. But food that nurture my body is naturally acceptable to me. I may be aware. But be aware what you are doing, what you are selecting, what is your state when people do not accept you, when people have different opinion, then what happens in you? If you feel uncomfortable, then observe yourself, what route you are taking. You are trying to run away from the situation. You are trying to, you are trying to indulge somewhere else, or you are moving towards your innate nature. You are referring to your innate nature. What route you take at that moment, that we need to be aware. And with this awareness, we will be able to reach our innate nature. So first we need to be aware. We need to accept. Yes, happiness is external influence for me. Just accept it. And just accept what can continue my happiness. So my innate nature can continue my happiness. So I need to work on right understanding. I need to work on right feeling. So that will help us to be aware of our innate nature. Right. So with right understanding, we can see a definite completion point within us. I can feel completeness in me. And with that completeness, continuity of happiness is possible. Then I will be Swatantra, self-organization, self-organized. So Swatantra means I am living with people, but I am not getting affected with people. Irrespective of their behavior, I am with feeling of relationship with them. So I am Swatantra at the level of feeling. I am Swatantra at the level of right understanding. I am Swatantra at the level of selecting action for me. So I am living with everyone, but I am not getting affected from others. I am with feeling of relationship. So this is Swatantrata, self-organization. But I am getting affected, it means I am not Swatantra. So why I am not Swatantra? Because still happiness is an external influence for me. And why it is happening? Because of my conditioning. How can I break my conditioning? I need to be aware of my innate nature. So once I am aware of my innate nature, this conditioning will go down. So this is the way we will move. This is the process. We need to be aware every moment. We need to observe ourselves. So it's time for Hindi session. So we can take sharing Mohanty Bhaiya tomorrow. So namaste everyone. Thank you for participating in this morning session. We will meet tomorrow with assignment. Namaste everyone.